Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk to you about something powerful, something that can change your life if you truly grasp it and put it into action. The secret is simple, yet profound. Focus on yourself and shock everyone. Now, many people are chasing after external validation. They're trying to impress others, get approval, and fit into a mold someone else created. But here's the truth. When you focus too much on others, you lose sight of the most important person in your life, you. Success doesn't come from looking outward all the time. It starts by turning your attention inward. You've got to master your mind, your habits, your mindset. Self-mastery is the foundation of everything. When you commit to becoming the best version of yourself every single day, you create a powerful force that no one can ignore. Think about it. People will talk about you. They'll have opinions, some good, some bad. But the key is to stop listening to the noise. The noise of comparison, the noise of judgment, the noise of doubt. Your job is not to live in the shadow of others, but to build your own light. Consistency is your greatest weapon. It's not about a single big win. It's about showing up day after day, grinding when no one is watching, and doing the work that others won't do. That steady discipline builds trust in yourself and trust from others. It turns dreams into realities, and here's another truth: you are unique. You have gifts, talents, and abilities that no one else has in the exact way you have them. Your job is to discover those gifts, polish them, and use them to their fullest. Don't try to copy someone else's path. Blaze your own trail by leveraging your strengths. When you focus on yourself like this, mastering your mind, ignoring distractions, committing to consistency, and maximizing your unique gifts, you will shock everyone. Those who doubted you will be amazed. Those who ignored you will pay attention. And most importantly, you will surprise yourself with what you are capable of. So today, I challenge you, stop looking outside for approval. Stop comparing your journey to others. Start focusing on your growth, your discipline, and your purpose. When you do that, you will not only succeed, you will shock the world. Before you can achieve anything truly remarkable in life, the very first thing you must do is master yourself. That means taking full responsibility for your thoughts, your emotions, your habits, and your actions. Too many people want success to come knocking on their door without doing the hard work of self-mastery. They look for shortcuts, they blame circumstances, or they get distracted by what others are doing instead of focusing on their own growth. But the truth is, you cannot pour from an empty cup. If you want to create lasting impact in your life and in the lives of others, you must start by conquering your own inner world. Self-mastery is not something that happens overnight. It is a daily commitment to become better than you were yesterday. It's about developing discipline when motivation is low, making the right choices when no one is watching, and pushing through challenges when quitting seems easier. When you focus on yourself first, you're not just preparing for success. You are building the very foundation that success rests upon. Think of it like constructing a building. No matter how beautiful the design, if the foundation is weak, the whole structure will crumble. Your mind, habits, and character form that foundation. Strengthen those, and everything else will follow. Mastering yourself also means being honest with who you are and where you stand. It means looking in the mirror and facing your weaknesses head on instead of running away from them. It's about identifying the limiting beliefs that hold you back and intentionally replacing them with empowering thoughts. It's about setting boundaries that protect your time, energy, and focus. It's about investing in your personal development through reading, learning, and surrounding yourself with positive influences. When you take these steps seriously, you create a powerful momentum that propels you forward. Many people wait for external circumstances to be perfect before they decide to grow, waiting for the right job, the right mentor, or the right opportunity. but those external things will never come until you're ready inside. The world rewards those who have control over themselves and their environment. When you take ownership of your life and your progress, you're no longer a victim of circumstances. Instead, you become the architect of your destiny. Another important aspect of self-mastery is managing your emotions and mindset. Life will throw obstacles at you, setbacks, criticism, failure, but how you respond to these moments defines who you become. When you control your reactions, stay calm under pressure, and keep your vision clear, you maintain the power to keep moving forward. Emotional discipline is a critical part of self-mastery because it keeps you focused and prevents distractions that come from fear, doubt, or anger. So, to focus on yourself means to commit to this journey of self-mastery every day. It's not selfish, it's necessary. When you become the best version of yourself, you unlock the ability to serve, lead, and inspire others at a higher level. Your impact multiplies because you're operating from a place of strength, clarity, and purpose. No one else is responsible for your success, only you. Start with yourself, master your mind and habits, and watch how the world begins to shift in your favor. One of the biggest obstacles standing between you and your success is the noise from the outside world. That noise comes in many forms: opinions of others, comparisons to people around you, social media distractions, and even self-doubt fueled by what you see others doing. But here's the truth: your breakthrough will never come if you let external opinions control your mind or your actions. To truly focus on yourself, you have to learn how to tune out that noise and lock into your own potential. When you constantly look to others for approval or validation, you give away your power. You start to measure your worth by what others think instead of what you know you are capable of. That's a dangerous trap because the opinions of others are often based on their own fears, limitations, or lack of understanding of your unique journey. You have to understand that no one else lives your life, carries your dreams, or faces your challenges. So, why should their opinions dictate your path? Comparison is another silent thief of success. In today's world, with social media platforms showcasing everyone's highlight reels, it's easy to fall into the trap of measuring your progress against someone else's success. But remember, you're only seeing the surface of their story, not the sacrifices, failures, or struggles behind it. When you compare yourself to others, you focus on what you don't have instead of what you do have. This mindset keeps you stuck and distracted from your own purpose. The real power lies in competing with yourself. Your goal should be to be better than you were yesterday, not better than someone else. When you make that your focus, every day becomes an opportunity for growth. You don't need anyone else's permission or approval to succeed. You just need your own commitment to improvement. Ignoring the external noise also means protecting your mind from negative influences. That might mean limiting time spent on social media, avoiding toxic people who drain your energy, or rejecting the discouragement that comes from naysayers. You have to become intentional about what you allow into your mental space, because what you feed your mind will either empower you or paralyze you. When you stop listening to the noise and focus on your own journey, you unlock clarity and confidence. You begin to see your goals clearly, develop a plan to achieve them, and take consistent action without hesitation. That kind of focus is rare, and it will set you apart from the crowd. Your success is not about what others think of you. It's about what you think of yourself and the actions you take to turn your vision into reality. When you prioritize your growth and shut out the distractions, you create the conditions for greatness. So make the decision today to stop giving power to the external noise. Instead, turn inward, listen to your own voice, and keep your eyes on your goals. That's how you shock everyone by becoming unstoppable, because you focus on yourself. Consistency is the secret ingredient that separates those who achieve lasting success from those who merely dream about it. It's not flashy or glamorous, but it's the single most powerful force you can harness in your journey to greatness. When you focus on yourself, developing consistency becomes the backbone of your progress and the foundation upon which your success is built. Many people want quick wins or overnight results. They expect success to come fast, easy, and without sacrifice. But the reality is far different. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. Think about it like planting seeds. You don't plant one seed and expect a full-grown tree the next day. It takes time, patience, and regular care. Consistency is watering your dreams every day, even when you don't feel like it, even when results aren't immediately visible. When you commit to consistency, you build trust first with yourself and then with others. Trusting yourself means knowing that no matter what happens, you will show up, do the work, and stay on course. This self-trust is powerful because it fuels confidence and resilience. It keeps you moving forward during tough times and helps you overcome obstacles that would otherwise cause you to quit. Consistency also builds trust with others, your customers, your team, your mentors. When people see you consistently delivering value, showing up with integrity, and honoring your commitments, they begin to believe in you. This trust opens doors, creates opportunities, and multiplies your influence. Success rarely happens in isolation. It's the result of relationships built over time through consistent effort. Consistency creates momentum. Each small win adds up and propels you toward bigger achievements. Momentum is what keeps the engine running when motivation wanes. There will be days when you don't feel motivated, days when the work seems too hard or the goal too far. But if you've been consistent, that momentum will carry you through. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, starting small but growing bigger and faster as it goes. Another important aspect of consistency is discipline. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes like the weather. Discipline is what keeps you committed regardless of how you feel. It's showing up when no one is watching, putting in the hours, and doing the things necessary to grow. Discipline turns dreams into habits, and habits into results. Greatness is not a one-time event. It's a habit formed over time. When you focus on yourself and commit to consistent growth, you create a powerful foundation for success. Every small action counts. Every day you choose to keep going, you get closer to shocking the world with your transformation. So make consistency your non-negotiable. Show up for yourself every day, do the work, trust the process, and watch how, over time, your efforts compound into extraordinary results. One of the most powerful steps you can take on your journey to success is to recognize and leverage your unique gifts and strengths. Too often, people try to imitate someone else's path, thinking that what worked for others will automatically work for them. But the reality is, your greatest power lies in being authentically you, embracing your natural talents, experiences, and perspectives, and using them with excellence. You see, the world doesn't need another copy of someone else. What the world truly needs is your unique contribution, something that only you can bring. When you try to mimic others, you dilute your own power. You waste precious time and energy trying to fit into a mold that wasn't designed for you. But when you focus on sharpening your own strengths and cultivating what makes you special, you unlock a level of confidence and effectiveness that can't be replicated. Think about the people you admire most, the ones who have made a real impact. They didn't get there by copying someone else. They became great by leaning into their own abilities, perfecting their craft, and finding ways to serve through their unique skills. Whether it's a gift for communication, problem-solving, creativity, leadership, or empathy, your strengths are your superpowers. Leveraging your unique gifts starts with self-awareness. It requires honest reflection and sometimes feedback from others to understand what you do best. What tasks energize you? What challenges do you naturally overcome? What do others often compliment you on? These clues help you identify your core strengths. Once you know what they are, the next step is to develop them intentionally. Invest time in learning, practicing, and refining those skills until you reach a level of mastery. Another important element is using your strengths in alignment with your goals. It's not enough just to be good at something. You need to apply those gifts strategically. For example, if you have a talent for building relationships, use that to network, build partnerships, and open doors. If you're naturally analytical, use that to solve problems and create innovative solutions. When your strengths align with your purpose, you create exponential impact. Embracing your unique gifts builds confidence. When you operate from a place of strength, you feel more capable, more motivated, and more resilient. Challenges that once seemed overwhelming become opportunities to showcase your abilities. This confidence attracts opportunities, support, and resources that propel you forward. Nobody else has your combination of skills, experiences, and perspective. Your uniqueness is your advantage. Don't waste time trying to be someone else. Instead, focus on becoming exceptional at what you already have inside. This is how you create real value, stand out in your field, and ultimately shock the world by your transformation. So today, take stock of your strengths. Celebrate what makes you different. Sharpen those gifts every day. When you do that, you don't just grow. You become unstoppable. When you commit to focusing on yourself and your growth, something remarkable happens. You begin to transform in ways that shock everyone around you. This transformation isn't just physical or financial. It's a deep internal change that radiates outward and influences every aspect of your life. The world will notice, and those who once doubted you will be amazed by your progress and resilience. One of the most powerful things about personal transformation is that it often takes people by surprise. They have their preconceived ideas about who you are, what you're capable of, and where you'll end up. But when you refuse to be distracted by negativity, criticism, or doubt, and instead channel your energy into consistent growth, you begin to rewrite your story. You prove that their opinions don't define you, and your results become the undeniable evidence of your commitment. Transformation is not just about external success. It's about becoming a new version of yourself internally. Your mindset shifts from limitation to possibility. Your habits change from inconsistent to disciplined. Your focus moves from scattered to intentional. This inner change builds a foundation so strong that external challenges and setbacks lose their power over you. You develop an unshakable confidence that carries you forward no matter the obstacles. Another reason your transformation shocks people is because it disrupts their expectations. When you keep improving quietly, without broadcasting your efforts or seeking validation, you catch others off guard. They begin to wonder how you accomplished so much without them noticing. This quiet, persistent focus on yourself is the secret weapon many overlook. It allows you to build momentum and achieve breakthroughs before anyone else is even aware of your progress. Your transformation also serves as inspiration. When others see the change in you, it challenges them to look at their own lives and ask, "What am I doing to grow?" You become a living example that it's possible to break free from limitations and rise above circumstances. This ripple effect of your growth can influence families, communities, and even industries. It's important to remember that transformation is a journey, not a destination. You won't become the best version of yourself overnight. It requires patience, persistence, and a willingness to embrace discomfort. But each step you take forward compounds, creating exponential growth over time. When you stay focused on yourself and commit to this process, the results will eventually shock everyone, including you. So, the next time you feel discouraged or tempted to compare yourself to others, Remind yourself that the real work is happening inside. The discipline you build, the mindset you cultivate, and the strength you develop are creating a new you. Keep showing up, keep improving, and keep focusing on your own journey. The world will be amazed by the person you become. The path to greatness begins with one simple but profound decision: to focus on yourself. It's about mastering your mind, tuning out the noise, staying consistent, leveraging your unique gifts, and committing to a transformation that will shock everyone around you. Remember, no one else can live your journey or carry your dreams for you. Your success is not defined by others' opinions or distractions. It's built on your daily choices and relentless commitment to growth. As you walk this path, understand that the real power lies within you. When you take full responsibility for your life, when you discipline yourself to show up even when it's hard, and when you embrace your strengths with confidence, you become unstoppable. This is how you create lasting impact, how you build trust and momentum, and how you ultimately shock the world with your transformation. So today, make that choice. Put down the distractions. Stop comparing yourself to others. Focus on your own growth, your own journey, your own excellence. Trust the process, stay consistent, and let your results speak for themselves. Because when you focus on yourself, you don't just change your life, you inspire others to rise. You build a legacy, and you become the extraordinary person you were meant to be. Now go out there, focus on yourself, and shock everyone.